over, it's nearly finished. Right, I think we had by far the most exciting project. It was a graphical shared wiki editor. Now, this we had to build on the well-used TinyMC, what you see is what you get content management system. So that can be applied to wikis, it can be applied to websites. It's really easy to use. But our task split nicely down the middle. We had two different things we had to do. We had to add concurrency to TinyMC. So say you've got multiple people editing the same document, you can edit different sections at the same time, it merges everyone's work together. And the other side was to create a SVG editor where you can add diagrams to your documents. This did mean that we had to work in JavaScript, so if anyone who's done that before, you know what that means. If you haven't, don't go there. We also worked for Carrots. We had a great client, Laura James, and yeah, so much could link quite nicely into cam tools. So,
okay, I developed the concurrency, and hopefully we can get a nice algorithm, animation of how concurrency works. What happens is people make changes in the document. We check every second to see what changes have been made. We analyze these with a clever diff algorithm, send them around the network, and apply them to other documents. What you can't see quite so easily in this animation is that multiple things can be happening at the same time, because it's just not big and complicated enough. The algorithm we use is actually one that's been around since 1978, so it predates JavaScript. But we used an implementation of that was already mainly in JavaScript to avoid having to do everything ourselves. It allows us to do clever things like, if someone is editing within a block of text, you can actually move that block of text around while the person's editing inside it, without any ill effects, hopefully. So yeah. That's about that.
So the other side of the project was SVG. We were looking at the whole project split quite nicely. It meant we could work on our own sections of the code and didn't step on each other's toes. Now, this gives you an idea. Is that going to work? So this is what our project does. It allows you to, it's all written in JavaScript, so it draws SVG directly onto the screen, which is an XML-based language. It means that if anyone's worked with HTML, it's just a series of tags that you just we set the attributes and drag it all out. We try to make sure the editor has as much flexibility and as much kind of features as possible, so you can select colours and all sorts. So JavaScript itself meant that we gave some problems with making sure that everything links together nicely. But the SVG is really a great language, something which could really be put forward. But we're really at the forefront of what's possible so far. Barely anyone's ever done this before. So yeah, that's Project Oscar, and where we did what we did.